Gonna jump in here on the NASCAR Heat 3. Uh, do a live stream here. Um, yeah, doing a live stream here. Going to turn the game on. Just firing it up. I was in here just a little while ago and ran, I think, 2 races. I ran a team race with my fellow teammates, and I did run a Daytona. Esports has the challenge up here for Daytona. I'm sorry, I said Daytona. I'm at Darlington. I only got one run at it. It wasn't a very clean run. As you can see, I'm in 22nd in the B class right now. I did qualify earlier. Uh, I was a lot better than that when I qualified. This is the final round. I have yet to make a final round run. But it's going to be a little tough. I think most of my teammates that ran this. Here's an esports B run. Let's see if I can get in here with this guy. No, I'm going to back out. I didn't like the way he ran me yesterday, so I'm going to back out of this. I'm going to jump down here with the minor. Jump in here with this guy. Let's see, Zeggy's in there. I've raced with Zeggy quite a bit. The minor, I've raced with him a few times. I haven't been to Darlington in a while. A lot of people don't like to race the Darlington track. I enjoy it. I love the Darlington. I think my setup needs a little work. But these guys just keep coming out. Let me step out here a minute. Where was he at? Okay, they're coming out now. Takes a few minutes for the game to load here. Live broadcasting, fellas. .29.0, not a bad time. 29.1s, 29.2s, they're decent speeds.
Of course. And the trucks.
Yeah, I think it's Canadian Tire.
Yeah. Yeah, I got 17th in that, Nate. What's up, Pushrod?
Hey, what's going on, fellas? I'm doing a live stream here. Just to do it. Just learned how to do it yesterday. It's not that bad. It's really not bad at all.
Well, at least I won't wind up worse than this.
Darlington. One of the oldest tracks. Well, established 1950. Yeah, one of the oldest tracks on the circuit. Extremely hard on tires. A lot of tire wear. In real time, you know. Bojangles, Southern 500. Yeah, I like this place.
All right, be ready. Green flag, green flag. Top lane straight here. Use it if you need it. go. 10 to go.
Oops, and the fence. Just a brush. Gives that little stripe on the Darlington side.
Wow, that's fast. Five to go this time, Bob.
Looks like you guys have a better 3 and 4 than I do. Yeah, I try. I actually run better in my Xfinity car than I do my Cup car.
All right, I need 2 more good laps from you.
Yeah.
Last lap, give me 1 good lap. Hit your mark.
Well, he's checked out on us up there. Good job. Yep. Yeah, Darlington, you just have to keep it off the wall. You race the track, you don't race the cars. Let's see here. I'm gonna get out. That wasn't bad. That jumped me up to 4th place in the B. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Yeah, I could probably get, if I worked hard, I'll probably get 1st place, but possibly. Let me see what he's weighing here. 5. Yeah, it's the Killing King. He must have just got it. So I could settle for 4th place. I may fall back just a little, but it is what it is. I do work, so I don't have the time that some of these guys have to, you know, race. They race repeatedly, you know, back to back to back, and you know, and then the more you do that, you get in the right group and get in that draft, and you can really pick up a lot of speed. But like I say, I just don't have the time to put in it, you know, like some of these guys do. So let's see here. I'm gonna look down through here to see what lobbies we got here. There's Texas knows. I don't race the. I do the expert custom setups. I don't like to race these cars without setups. You know, it's a race car, even though it's an online game race car. You want to go as fast as you can go. You know, you keep working on your car and try to get a setup to get a little advantage over the next guy. You know. So let's see. Kentucky. It's a 2 times weird track. He's got caution flags, and I don't like to get in those either to have the flags. The stages aren't so bad, but when you have the cautions, a lot of the times you get the guys that just come out there and just will bring out caution, do whatever they can do to bring caution out if they've got tangled up or off the pace, or so I avoid that. Oops, that sounds like I got a train going by here. Texas, that's whooping. I'd be jumping his lobby if somebody else would go. I don't want to just go in there with just 2 cars. I'm waiting for somebody else to get in there. And get a couple cars, I'll jump in with them. Doesn't look like anybody's going to go with them though. Yeah, let's see if I got any teammates on here. Do I have any teammates? Let's see. Dagger 260. Dagger Racing 260. He's pretty bad fast just about everywhere. I think he was drafted or in the hunt to be drafted or whatever. He was contacted through the esports, the 704 Games esports, for their challenge, and he represents. He's a good guy, hell of a good guy. Really fast. Has helped me, you know, with some setups and whatnot, and as well as a lot of the guys on the EvilOGR team. He runs with us sometimes, but he is bad fast just about everywhere he goes, I believe. So anytime he ever offers help, I take him up on it. Let's see. Let's back here. Nobody has gone with Texas yet. I'm gonna jump in here with him. Let's see if we can drag somebody else with him. I'll run it down to. Nope, he jumped out. He doesn't want to race, apparently. DFS, he's fast. Carver, he was fast. Carver got out. They don't. It's not really fun to just race 2 cars. Here, Dex Lab, we got 3. You know, this will make a race. I'd like to get a few more cars in here at least, but we'll race it. There's Texas. He came back. Finally got him. Got him some. I have a decent setup here at Auto Club. It's not the it's a little tough in a way. 3 and 4 is a little. You got to hit your mark just right, you know, to get your speed. It's so easy to wash up, push out to the wall. It's a challenging track, and better setups will definitely prevail here, that's for sure. So let's see how this goes. I'm one of those racers. I like to have the car out front. I don't really like to start out front. I like that rabbit. I like to chase the rabbit. But looks like I'm going to be the rabbit right now.
Be ready.
So,
Ready.
let's see what they can do.
Time, let's go. Inside.
I think I need a little more downforce on the front. I think I've got too much rear downforce.
5 to go. You got this.
Oh, he barely cleared me. I have a couple setups for this. This is you can get on the apron here.
Outside.
Oh, he's. I gotta let him go so I can swing this turn. There we go. I like to arc it in there. I have a pretty good 1 and 2. 3 and 4 is a little more challenging. I'm one of those guys. I really don't have to. You know, a lot of guys shoot for the win. They have to win, and winning's great. You know, it's okay. But I just like clean races. I really, as long as I can run competitive. Oh, I'm brushing the wall here. That's all that's all I really care. Just to be competitive, to be able to hang with some of the guys, and of course these 2 in front of me, they're pretty bad fast most times. As long as I can hang with them, I'm content. We're all 3 right here together, just us 3, so.
A couple more turns. 2 more. 2 to go.
This is anybody's race still. And there's a lot of the guys, they like to drive it in deep. I usually back off and try to get the run coming off the turn. Yeah, they're drafting for speed wise. Oops. I checked up, but not enough. Got into the back of DFS and
Last lap. Give me one good lap. Hit your mark.
there's Dex. I haven't been racing with Dex Slab much. I used to see him on NASCAR Heat 2 a lot. Yeah, see, I pushed out on me there. I got into the back of
They count top five
DFS,
for a
man,
reason.
and
You just got
I hate that. I didn't mean it. But that's racing. It wasn't deliberate, and I do believe I've raced him enough to know that he knows I'm not intentionally wrecking anyone. It was like he had a problem, an issue. I think he got on the apron or whatnot, if I remember right. So, generally, if it's my fault, I will contact him and apologize, you know, let him know that it wasn't a deliberate issue. But, I think he's going to realize, you know, that was just a racing deal. And Bristol. Bristol can be tough. You know, all short tracks can be rough. .38.2 was Texas S-whooping. I did a 38.4. Okay, he got out of there. Let me jump out too. Let's see who else is out there, if any good lobbies are going. Here's okay, US Triton, USS Triton. I've raced these guys. Looks like there's going to be 10 of us. A couple of these guys I don't know. Marley Z Blazing, whatever, at Nismo, or whatever, how you pronounce that. I've seen them around. I haven't raced with them much. The USS guys, the Anchor and the Triton, I've raced with them a few times. Fredster, I've seen around. He's usually pretty fast on these super speedways. I generally don't race with him. We've had a little, apparently, I know, issues in the past, apparently, from what I understand. Hopefully that's all done and over with. Evil Walking, I've seen him around. These are not my usual the usual guys I race with, and it's a little harder when you don't race with everybody all the time. You don't know when you race with them all the time. You know what, you sort of know what they're going to do. You know, some guys pinch you down. Some guys will give you room. After you race with them a while, you tend to learn who does and who doesn't. So when you race with these guys like this, I'm just jumping in here with these guys. You sort of have to be cautious with everyone because you don't know their driving style.
Pace car is off. Coming to the green. Be ready. Green, green, green.
I shift a little early so I don't look. Well, I already got in the back of them, which is no harm, no foul, really. On
Still there.
getting up to speed through turn one. Look there, see, you have that kind of
Clear all
mess. There was really no sense in that, and he's going to come back on the track and put me in the fence. And see, that's really no excuse. This is the downfall with open lobbies. Now the draft is gone. I'll never catch them. Unless they get tangled up there and I can get somebody. I'm pretty much I'm a sitting duck here by myself. And that's pretty much how it goes at these, especially the super speedways. You know, you
got this.
get these Talladega rooms. You just got to put the laps in and get a time, and then the next race when it comes back up, you can try to start ahead of the trouble. Of course, these guys up there are drafting each other, so they're going to definitely have a better speed than I do. I've got a couple setups. This setup here is not the speed setup. This is more of a handling setup for me. I prefer the handling setup. With speed's no good if you can't hang on to it, you know, if you can't hold it. So I like to have my car pretty stable. And this is a custom setup. This is my custom setup. I made this setup myself. First setup I made on the game. And others say, you know, they have a fast setup. I don't see any advantage to be with it. The draft is the equalizer. I know they've 704 Games did a camber change. We were running, you had a max of 10 camber, minus and plus 10 camber, well, plus minus 10, and which is crazy, really. You know, the real car could not run the camber that we're running here at max. They cut the camber back to 5 is the max you can run now, and it cut our speeds down a little bit. As you can see, my record here is a 46.5, and I'm sure that's with the 10 camber. This race I've only run a 48.920, which is pretty slow, to be honest with you. That car should be running a 48.5 by itself, and it will with my other setup, but
All right, I need 2 more good laps from you.
I sacrifice a little speed. Now he's going to wreck me. Oh. You have what they call trolls. These guys that get in these lobbies sometimes and just deliberately wreck. They'll actually wait, start finish line. They'll try to wait, catch the leaders, and wreck the whole field. For some unknown reason, they find humor in that. I don't get it. I don't see how that's fun. To me, they suck at the game. They can't get their speed. So after they spent the money to buy the game and realize they're no good at it, they choose to just destroy everybody and instead of trying to make themselves better. I could be wrong, but that's my take on it. There are other games out there that you can destroy people, shoot them, kill them, whatever you want to do. But this is racing, man. You know, give it your all. Race. It's no fun riding around by yourself like this, especially at a super speedway. You know, at least it's a short race. What was it, a 6-lap race? Yeah, 6 laps.
We brought it home in 1 piece, and that's what counts.
Now, I didn't have a drafting partner at all, so I got to sort of try it again. Hopefully I'll hopefully I'll get in front of some of the less experienced guys. I know the first three have experience on the, especially the super speedways. I notice they run these Talladega races a lot. The USS guys, Fredster and Evil Walking. Here's my train again. Those guys I know race this track quite a bit. I've turned a lot of laps at Talladega, but just such a wreck fest and some blatant bad decisions, bad moves, and it's happened so much at this track that it tends to take the fun out of it. You know, you don't want to race it like that. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna start 9th. All the 47s. That's because they had a drafting partner. Oh, we're going to Daytona. Okay. I have a couple Daytona setups. Actually, I'm going to use my custom qualified setup. My custom race setup is a really good setup, but it likes the low side. My custom qualified setup, it's pretty good. It can run the high side just as well. So I'm going to use the custom qualify. Somebody jumped out, two of them look like they jumped out, and it's going to put me on the high side. And Daytona is even harder than Talladega. You'll probably see somebody get into me, door slam me or something here, and put me in the fence. It happens so much at the restrictor plate tracks. Because they don't have the fastest car, and they get the draft, and they can hold on to that draft, and they can't handle it. You know, it just, their cars are real erratic. You're going to see this, I'm sure. Cars swerving back and forth. Go from the low lane to the high lane, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth when they're running by themselves. Hopefully we can get through to the more experienced guys up front here.
Come in, drive safe, be smart, have a good
avoid
day.
the carnage.
Green flag, green flag. Careful, still there. Still there.
I had the chance to jump down there and I didn't take it. Now I'm ducking behind them. Here we go. This train is really noisy out here. Oh, we got one in the fence. He's going to come back down. That's typical. Yeah, I'm going to be running by myself again.
5 more laps here.
People just don't know how to give or take, or I don't know. Of course, I didn't see what the cause that. But here I am running by myself again. No drafting help. Yeah, this car will get up to speed here in a second. Usually takes a good lap. Get your speed wound back up. This thing should be doing 205 down the end of the straightaways, going into the turn. About a lap and a half usually before it gets its speed built up. This thing will run a 45.5 by itself. Oh. There's something on the bottom of that apron there coming out of the turn. It's like a speed bump. What kind of tape I have on this? 218. I'm pretty maxed on tape there. I don't want to run any hotter than that. Anything hotter than a 218 and you'll start losing speed. We've got a slow car up here. And a 219, that's a little too hot. I need to take a little tape off. Yeah, it's temp's hurting my speed just a little bit. Like I said, I should be running a 205 at the end of the straightaway. I know I can run a 205 by myself, speed by mile per hour wise. Yeah, 220. I'm heating up. One click on your tape. It's about 5 degrees in temperature. So I take a click out, I'm at 220 on temp. I take one click away from my tape, and that'll bring me about 215, and that's should open up there. Yeah, I'm 2/10 off my slowest. I ran a 43.8. That's, of course, that's draft speed. 43.8 is my record, which is pretty bad fast for Daytona.
That's a great run today for a top 5.
But like I say, you know, I don't run with these guys all the time. You don't know who's doing what here. It's Thursday night. It must be about, let's see, what time is it? 10:54. A lot of the guys, oops. A lot of the guys I race with they've already got off the game. Let's get out of here. Let's see here. See if I got anybody No, I don't see anybody that I usually run with. Most of my racing compadres are pretty much done for the day, I think. I got a late start this evening. Just moved into this place and had a bunch of stuff I had to do, some unpacking and whatnot. Still have quite a bit to do. See, I dropped to 7th in the B class now for Darlington. Texas, just one guy. Yeah. Alright, well, it looks like I really don't have any typical racing buddies that I usually race with on. So I think I'm going to call it a night. Signing out here at EvilOGR-Pushrod, aka, let's try that again, Pushrod Jones. The EvilOGR is our team. 2 teams combined, Evil, and I think they were actually Evil GT, and then the OGR guys, they combined to make it EvilOGR. And yeah, I think I'm gonna call it a night. You guys have a good one. I'll see you on the next round.
You're my baby, a crawling